Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to Gail's Low Carb Recipe Ideas on my YouTube channel, and then it's lowcarbrecipeIdeas.com is my blog. So I hope you go to my blog as well so you can find the recipes on everything that I do on my YouTube channel. So today we're going to make a low carb buttery yogurt bun biscuit. It's really good. I quite enjoy them, and they are light and they're just really good. So anyway, let's get started and I will show you how to make them. So the first thing I did was I took 4 eggs and I divided them up so I have the egg whites in here, and we're just going to make them into fluffy egg whites. So I'm going to turn them on and then we'll continue with the rest of the recipe. So my egg whites have a nice peak on them, and I'm just going to set that aside. So I've got plain Greek yogurt, and I am going to put in 150 grams, or about 2/3 cup of Greek yogurt. So I weighed everything. I like weighing most of the time. A lot of times when it's the teaspoon or tablespoon I don't, but with the others I like to weigh. And then I am going to add in 2 tablespoons of water. So we're just going to mix that up. And then I've got some melted butter, and I am going to add in 4 tablespoons or 56.8 grams of butter, and I've melted it. So hopefully we can get this all mixed nicely. Okay, we're going to set that aside, and then we're going to get another bowl. I am dirty in kind of extra bowls, but we're going to set that aside, add another bowl, and we're going to put our dry ingredients into this bowl. Now I have whey protein. It's got no flavor, and I'm going to use 24 grams, which is about 1/4 of a cup or 4 tablespoons. Okay, so we're going to put that in the bowl. Then I have my almond meal, and that is 2 cups of almond meal, which is about 192 grams. And it's blanched. I get Kirkland's. I seem to use that most of the time. And I do get mine at Costco. And now we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder, which is about 10 grams. Now, this is the baking powder that I've been using right here. You can use whatever you'd like. Any of these things. You don't have to use the products I'm using. You use whatever you feel you have in the house or whatever. And now we're going to add in our xanthan gum, which is 2 teaspoons, which is about 10 grams. And my xanthan gum is Bob's Red Mill. Now, this is expensive. I think I paid like $11 for it, but you don't use much, so you have it forever. It's not that it's going to be gone in seconds. And then I got 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm using Himalayan salt. Okay, so this is my dry ingredients. I'm just going to stir it up just a bit to get it a good mix. So I've got this sort of mixed. Now what I've got is I've got my 4 egg yolks that I had taken the egg whites and I made them nice and fluffy. So I'm just going to add them in here. And I'm going to just kind of stir it around a little bit here. And then I am going to add in my yogurt mixture. I could have put my egg in with the yogurt mixture as well. I didn't. Don't ask me why I didn't. But you could easily have done that. So I'm just going to put the rest of it in, mix it up, and then we're going to add this into our egg whites. There we go. So we'll mix this all up. So now I've got my egg whites and peaks in my Hamilton Beach blender, and I'm just going to turn it on slow, and I'm going to add in my batter. And we'll do this gradually. And mix everything together. And just keep it on low. If you don't have one of these, then you can just do it by hand. I'm just being lazy, and I have one of these, so I thought I would use it. I definitely don't use it as much as I'd like to. So I'm just going to let that take its time and incorporate. So I'm just going to stop it for a minute, lift it up. I just want to scrape around the sides because I got a little bit of egg white still on the sides. And then I'm going to just bring this down a little. Clean off the beater a little bit, and then I'm going to put it back down in and let it just finish up. Make sure my egg whites are all mixed in. Okay, I'm happy with that, so I'm going to just lift it up, and I'm just going to... There we go. I've got it mixed really well. So it's mixed nicely, it's fluffy. We're going to put them in a silicone cupcake holder. I picked this one up at the Salvation Army. I think I paid 50 cents for it, maybe $1 at the most. And it's been wonderful. Everything just pops right out of it. So I'm just going to put them in. This can be a little messy, but let's hope it's not going to be too bad for me. Well, it's going well. Just using a big spoon. And I'm only going to make 6 of them. You can make them smaller, you can roll them if you'd like. They're sticky, so what you'd have to do is you have to wet your hand, and you'd have to just keep your hands wet, roll them into little balls, and put them on parchment paper or your silicone mat, and then you'll be all set. My bowl is so deep here. Oops, sorry about the noise. Okay, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I got a little bit left in the bowl. There, I'm just going to work a little bit, make them nicer, and then I'll get back with you. There we go. We got them all ready for the oven. I've got the oven at 320, and I'm putting them in approximately 35 minutes. It just depends. When we're finished, we'll have the right amount of time that I baked them. So here is my low-carb butter yogurt biscuit or bun. I made them larger. You don't have to make them this large. They are really, really good. I put some butter on them, so you can see this one doesn't have butter, and it's very soft and fluffy. They're delicious. They're really, really good. And the butter just makes it even better. Lovely. See, here's some other ones. They're delicious. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to leave these ones alone. Very good. So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipeIdeas.com on my site to try this recipe, all the details will be there. I really hope that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click the like button. These ones are really good. They're moist, soft, fluffy. And I baked them for 35 minutes. I think I forgot to tell you that. They're a little brown on the top. They're lovely. So, go to lowcarbrecipeIdeas.com. Try this recipe and try some of my others. You take care and I'll see you soon. Bye now.